Hi everybody, welcome to this expert division video for the Spring Major here on the channel. General playthrough, please hit thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. We're looking at Sakura Hills version 2, so that is the alternate pin locations. Bear in mind some of these replays are from previous tournaments, so we'll have the old ball attribute levels, but you should hopefully still be able to use these to get you some ideas of how you may want to approach these holes. All the win strengths here are specific to expert. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck, and remember to tweak according to your clubs, balls and play style. Here we go. Going to play with a Kingmaker and APOC in level 4+. Add spin first, 5.8 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right. With APOC 4 you're going to start at the top of plus 14 yards, APOC 5+, start at the top of plus 8. Ball guide pointing over the bunker and down the fairway as shown. Adjustment here, max plus 10, power 3. Because the tree may be in the way, I would pull to the far side of the white ring, as you can see there. We're going full right curl. I'm just finding the point where the ring moves to indicate overpower, so no overpower. I don't use grid lines, so that's why I just use the circle dropping as a reference. Of course, we want to try and hit perfect, and we bounce nicely over the bunker, looking for a drive distance of around 378 to 385 yards. Second shot, going to play with the thorn. Difficult to get any plus yard references towards the back of the green, so I'm going to play rings from min. 1 bar of top spin, find the minimum distance line and then move up 5 rings at a time. Avoid the glitchy spot there and find a point where the ball guide is just going to the pin. And if you want more information about rings from min, check out the Academy tutorial on that. Loads of other great tutorials on the playlist on the channel homepage. We're going to play rings from min plus 10% elevation, power 4 settings. Power 4 settings. Pull over the bullseye, 1% slider for every ring from min. In the video I played 18 rings from min, so it's 18% slider, 10% elevation, power 4 settings. Make sure you've got all steps in your mind. There is quite a bit to do here with the shot structure. Dropping it just left of pin, so maybe another 0.1 to be right at pin, but in very nicely for an eagle on hole number 1. Quite a tricky hole here, going to need a fair amount of elevation. Between 6.5 and 8 miles per hour is your target wind. I've not attempted this in anything over 8, so that would need a tweak. Add spin first, 2 bars of backspin, and then with Grizzly 9 setting up at the top of plus 5, second bounce in between the light and dark green square columns. Pause the video if you need to. Grizzly 7 and 8 will be at max, then we're just max plus 50, 50, max plus 50, power 2 settings. Wind 4 ball is recommended, really, like I said, especially with winds over 8. So do try and switch to wind 4 if you can. Then we hit perfect and we get this one in very nicely for a hole in 1, but a tough par 3, so a drop here is a nice bonus. We have a very tedious wind angle, unfortunately, on hole number 3. Going to show you a layup. Obviously, if you have big clubs and power 5 balls are luminary, you can go with the double bounce and attack the pin with Grizzly. But in the interest of keeping it free to play and for more players, then we're going to go with the rock level 8+. 4.2 top spin, 2 right spin. Rock level 9 is just before plus 0. Rock level 8 will be just into plus 1 and have the long ball guide there, bullseye in the middle of the fairway. We just max distance, 0 elevation, power 3. Most of the time we won't need overpower. Obviously, stronger winds, more headwind angle, you might need to apply a little bit of overpower if you were just into it, but don't go too mad. We don't want to roll long into the rough. Perfect ball will roll between 322 and 330 yards. If you catch a great right, particularly a heavy one, you may get a glitch roll, but you should still be fine. Second shot, going to play with the Guardian level 8+. If you don't have Guardian 8, then you can go with the Cataclysm or the Big Dog if you have lower level clubs. Around 2 backspin and 2 left spin, and my reference with the Guardian level 9 at least is having the blue ring touching the bunker. Second bounce before the fringe. Third bounce about 1 to 2 green squares onto the green. Very tough to get consistency here, and we're not really attacking the pin for the albatross due to the unfortunate wind angle, but we want to get safely to the eagle. We're just landing spot plus yards plus 20, power 3. So if you're at plus 12, that will be obviously max. Plus 4 is 80%. We're taking 2.5% off per yard. If you adjust into overpower, apply that on, and we go with outer wall curl to the left. Hit perfect. This one does approach the pin. Sometimes you will get a dead bounce and go to the fringe. If you want to obviously reduce the backspin and attack the pin more, then you can do so, but priority is to get the brilliant opportunity here on hole number 4. Keep the wind as usual below 8 miles per hour, so if you do have 8.1 plus with a Kingmaker, if you can swap to wind 4, it will increase your chances. 4 backspin, 1 left spin. So then we add spin first, and then top of the white ring touching the rough with the ball guide to the hole. Make sure you got your spins added. There you see the zoom in. Then we're going to adjust max plus 15, 1.5, max plus 15, power 5 settings. And the reason we're using max numbers and power 5 is just giving me the numbers that works for this shot. Doesn't really matter that we're using max or indeed a high power setting. This is just the calculation needed to get the right amount of rings. Check your wind angle in case you've got a slight difference to what I have in the video. You may need to put a couple of tweaks in, but a perfect ball there, dropping right at the pin for a hole in 1. Here we have an eagle on hole number 5. We're going to start with the quarterback level 9 plus, and with the power 3 ball on, start at max distance before spin, ball guide pointing down the fairway there in between the protrusions of rough. Then we switch to APOC bag, APOC 4 plus, 5.8 top spin, 1 left spin, and then we just max plus 5, power 3, max plus 5, power 3. Then we're going to go max over power, will be a fairly steady needle with APOC 5 plus, a little bit of a shake on it with APOC 4, so try and hit perfect if you can. Looking for a drive distance between 360 and 368 yards. Single grates should both be fine. So 365, absolutely perfect really. Second shot, we can either do rings from min or pin check. I'm going to show you a pin check first. Is plus 10 in this instance, if you don't want to do rings from min. But if you do want to do rings from min, then find the min line, add your spin, 3.8 top spin, and then count up rings from min to the landing spot in the rough with the ball guide just through the hole. There is 5, and there is 10, and 1 more as well. So playing this one at 11 rings from min is going to be 28% slider, and this one is minus 30% elevation. So pin check of plus 10 with sniper 10, obviously going to play the same numbers because it's the same shot, or rings from min minus 30%, power 3 numbers. Not really that many rings, but don't worry, just get a decent pull even though you're adjusting on a weird slope, and a perfect ball away, and we find the cup beautifully on this par 4. Hole number 6, we are going to play no movement target drive. So make sure you got your Apocalypse and Kingmaker pre-selected. 5.5 top spin and 3 bars side spin to the right. And we're going to adjust max plus 10, power 3. If you are playing with Apocalypse level 4, you'll need to push up 1.7 rings after you adjust. If you cannot push up that amount, then apply the rest in overpower. Perfect ball, no curl needed here, and we are looking for a drive distance between 375 and 390 yards. You may well get a glitch roll here if you are unlucky, but you should still be okay to play the second shot with your sniper. We're going to play rings from min minus 10% elevation. So pack the grizzly, find the minimum distance line easily, count up rings, and then we find the position, add between 2 and 2.4 top spin, and you need to have the tip of the ball guide half a green square through the hole. I am slightly short on that here, and you will see as a result of that I go unfortunately short in line. So rings from min minus 10% elevation, ball guide half a green square through the hole. Don't worry about adjusting into the bunker, you're still going to be okay on this one, and a very good chance for an albatross with a perfect ball. And as you'll see here, like I said, we do go short in line, but you will see the line is excellent, so having that ball guide a little bit further through the hole, you're going to drop that one for an albatross. Hole number 7, we have a hole in one. It is quite a technical shot, so make sure you get all of the elements correct. Max backspin, Kingmaker or Kingslayer or Centurion. Get the wind 8 miles per hour or less. Add your backspin, inner ring touching the rough line, and the bull guide about 1 cup to the right of the hole, as you can see there. We then need a small 11:59 pull angle. If you miss this part, then you may get stuck in the rough or barely make it out of the rough. So get the pull angle right, small 11:59, practice the shot, get a feel for it. The adjustment is max plus 10 power 2. Then we want 4 clicks of right curl. In the video here, I go with 2 clicks of overpower as I have the more headwind angle. If you have more of a crosswind angle, you shouldn't need the OP at all. So lots of elements to think about there, but a very good chance with a perfect for a hole in one. Max plus 10, power 2. Slightly tricky wind angle on the drive, but we're going to be okay with a quarterback club switch. Set up with quarterback 9 plus at the top of plus 6 yards. You will just need to pull back and move slightly left from NMT position. Have the bull guide aiming as shown before spin. And we're going 5.5 top spin, 2 right spin, so we can play this with APOC 4 plus. Then we adjust max plus 10, power 3. Don't need to push up or do anything else. Go for max overpower, going to be slow needle or slowish. Be slightly quicker with APOC 4 though, because you'll be close to max, but still wouldn't be full tempo needle. Try and hit perfect, and we're looking for a drive distance around 345 to 350. Just takes a little turn to the right, which will be absolutely fine. Sets up a second shot with the thorn. Now we're going to add spin first. 4 back spin, 3 right spin, and then going to set up with the bull guide short of the cup by about 1 cup, and also pointing slightly high. Otherwise you will miss low and therefore to the right. So add spin first, and there we go. Adjustment is going to be plus yards, plus 15% power 4, pull over the bullseye. So for plus 1 here, I would suggest you play 88% slider, 15% elevation, power 4. This is a tweak based on this result because I snuck this one in around the houses a little bit. Did manage to get it to drop, but the tweak there in the video should get you in right at the pin without doing 360. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. Hole number 9, I really wanted some tailwind on this one, and we've got it. So no movement target with a power 5 ball, APOC 4 plus. Here I'm going to go with 5.8 top spin, 2 right spin. That is to show you that we can do this shot with an APOC 4 plus. If you want to push the drive further, you can do, but you will be out of plus yardage for what I'm going to suggest for the second shot. So the choice is yours there. Adjustment is max plus 10, power 5. We then push up to max after adjusting and go with half a ball of curl to the right. Minor great left, minor great right, doesn't matter, still going to find the fairway because we've got plenty of it to aim at, which I really like, especially with full needle. We're going to get somewhere between 455 and 470. Either way, you're going to be within plus yards on your sniper, and we can attack the pin for the albatross on this one. So my placement here is the white ring touching the rough. Then I'm adding spin and offsetting the bull guide. We need the bull guide to stop in the video 3 green squares short here. You might want to go a little bit more than that, you'll see why in a minute. And 2 green squares to the right. Looks a bit odd, but it will be fine. Plus 19 is the landing position here, and I'm playing this 85% slider, 10% elevation, power 5. Give yourself enough time to adjust because you will have a decent amount of rings to adjust here. We do not want to run out of time. Don't worry about adjusting into the bunker or up onto the rough, still going to be within a good chance. Perfect ball here, and you'll see why we take the offset here. This one is then going to track right at the pin, and I get teased a little with the camera angle. I think we're going to drop it, but we're just a little on the hot side, hits the pin and bounces out. So
back up the ball guide a little bit there, have it a little bit further from the pin, and you've actually got the chance for an albatross to finish.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.